guys, today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about crime prevention and keeping your gear from getting stolen from your vehicle when you're traveling. I worked as a crime analyst for 5 years, and I often compile statistics for command staff and officers on different property crimes. Thefts from vehicles was one of those things that command staff were pretty serious about putting a lid on, but quite a lot of that came down to citizen education, really. So today I'm going to tell you a few items about keeping things from getting stolen from your car when you park it. You wouldn't think that you would need to tell people this, but the number one way to prevent theft from a vehicle is to lock your car door. I think it was well over 90% of the vehicles that had things stolen from them in our jurisdiction were from unlocked vehicles. And it could be anything: wallets, cell phones, purses, bags. People would leave those vehicles unlocked, whether they put them in their driveway, whether they went to a store, it didn't matter. They just wouldn't lock it. We actually had video of a couple of guys going through a parking lot, checking locked doors and opening doors. And the cars that were locked, they just walked right on past them. And the cars that were able to be opened, they went through them and stole items from them. So the number one thing, lock your stupid car. It's not a joke, but it was almost a joke how many times it happened. We used to say, if you leave your car unlocked, is it really a theft? And guys, lock your car. That is the number one way to keep things from being stolen from your vehicle when you park it somewhere. Lock it. So number two, don't leave items in plain view, period. Even if you lock your car, don't leave items in plain view. Cell phones, wallets, dollar bills, change purse, nothing in plain view. The only vehicles that we really saw that get broken into, where someone broke a window to get something, was when there was something on the seat to grab or something in the cab, something in plain view that someone could see, say, hey, I want that, I'm smashing the window, I'm gonna grab it and go. We had a number of those that occurred at a local gym. People would come to the gym to work out in the morning, and they'd leave their bag, their wallet and stuff on the seat in their car in the gym parking lot, and a number of them were crashed and broken into and items stolen. So rule number two is don't leave anything in plain view in your vehicle. You know, I will often hide things under the seat if it's something I don't really want to take with me, or if I have to leave it in the car. You know, that's not secure, but out of sight, out of mind. So keep your items out of plain view. Lock your car, no plain view items. That's rule two. So rule three for me, when I'm traveling, I'll park my vehicle somewhere where I can see it. If I'm going into a store, if I'm going in somewhere to eat, I like to be able to see the vehicle. So obviously in the evenings, you're going to park it under a well-lit area. I don't know that it's great to park it next to other vehicles, but you want to be able to look out that window and see your vehicle. That way you know nobody's messing around with it. So park in a well-lit area, park around where other people are. I'm always careful about parking right next to a shady looking vehicle, if there's such thing as a shady looking vehicle. But I do like to park, if I'm going to go in and eat something, I'd like to be able to look out the window and see my vehicle, make sure it's okay. So that's rule three. So I think like rule four would probably be take your stuff with you. It wouldn't be the first time where I took my camera bag or my laptop bag into a restaurant when I was going to eat inside. I wouldn't leave it out in the car. You know, I might leave my luggage out there. I'm in the car. I might leave some other items, but my valuables, my camera bag, my laptop bag, no. I'll just as soon look silly and walk in the grocery store with my little book bag on, my computer backpack, if they'll let me, and I won't leave it in the car. Sometimes my wife and I will split up. One person will go in, the other one will stay outside with the stuff. I'm a little nervous. You know, these cameras and lenses are super expensive, so I really don't like leaving them. So if we can't take it with us, one of us will split up, stay with the car. So a lot of times we're staying with the dog anyway, so one person can go in, grab what we need to grab, the other person can stay outside and watch the stuff. So take it with you if you can. Otherwise, hang out and guard it, because it only takes a moment for someone to open your door and grab something out of it and be gone. Just a moment. So guys, what happens if you get something stolen? Somebody's walked off with your camera bag. You're going to call the police. They're going to make out a police report, and they're going to say, what was stolen? And this is where you're going to have to come up with an idea of what you had in that camera bag. One of the things that I like to do is, I'm sure that I'm not alone in this, but I tend to keep all the boxes that my camera equipment came in. Well, it's a real good idea to go ahead and take a photo of those boxes, and especially a photo of that serial number. The police officer, he's going to take your descriptions. If you can give him serial numbers, it's really the only way that someone can identify that item, whether it's yours, no matter where they find it. If they find it 10 minutes later in somebody else's car and that person says, hey, that's my Z8, prove it. You've got your serial number. It's really important that you're able to access your serial numbers quickly. I went ahead and, just when I was thinking about this video, I went ahead and photographed all my camera boxes, and I'm going to upload that photo into my cloud, maybe my Google Drive, so that if anything happens, I'm out on the road and I have to talk to a police officer, I'll be able to say, hey, these are what I had, these are the serial numbers, this is what you're going to put in the police report, and then the police will do their best to find that stuff. The sad news is that most things that are stolen are not recovered. It's very unlikely that you're going to get that stuff back. And if you can't provide a serial number, I mean, like I say, they could trip over your Z8, and it's not yours if you don't have the serial number that you can prove it's yours. So it's really unlikely that you're going to get that stuff back. So insure your items, right? I unfortunately for me, I get really attached to things, and so there's sentimental value. Insurance is fine, but you know, certain things have sentimental value. And God help you, right, if you get your laptop stolen from your car. That's an irreplaceable item in my view. But keep your serial numbers and get your items insured, and make sure that you know your insurance is good enough to replace some of the stuff. When you start looking through your camera bag, the filters, all the accessories, timers, it gets real expensive real quick. So keep yourself a good insurance policy on that stuff. So friends, the only other thing I can think of right now is advertising. My Jeep kind of stands out, right? It's got a little bit of a lift, some nice wheels, roof rack, sometimes the rooftop tents on it. So it looks almost like a Target, right? Have you ever seen vehicles with lots of different stickers on them advertising what that person is into? Whether it's shooting sports or well, photography, videography, but stickers that you put on your car, clubs that you belong to, affiliations and such. Thieves can understand that stuff, so they know what some of those stickers mean. So I used to do some shooting competitions, and a lot of the places that I would go, the guys would show up in their trucks, and they'd have those USPSA stickers on them all over the place, right? Shooting sports, practical shooting. That's an advertisement. It's like, you see a car like that, you know somebody in it's got a gun, right? And if you're a thief, you really want that gun. right? You'll break into a car if you think you're going to get a gun. So be careful about what you might put on your car as far as some of the stickers. I've got very small things here on my Jeep. I think just a camera aperture is about all I went for. I'll show you, I'll give you a view of what some of those are. But be careful what you advertise, right? Don't put a lot of stickers on your vehicle. Have you guys ever walked past a police canine car in the parking lot and the car just erupts with the sound of barking and growling? So you can get yourself a guard dog, I suppose. We have a golden retriever, so that won't work for us. I think she would open the door for someone to let them come in and pet her. So no guard dogs for us, but man, you could try that. So this is Madison, our vicious guard dog. So yeah, that won't work for us. So guys, my Jeep's got a couple of things that I've added to it over the years to make it a little bit more safe and secure to keep things in. And I'll show you what a couple of those look like. One nice thing about my Jeep, I went ahead and I put the goose gear platform in it, took out the rear seats. I've got some nice compartments in here that I can put stuff in and they're lockable. So if there are things that I have to leave in the Jeep, I will often lock them up under here. I keep stuff in here all the time, and I actually covered it with this rubber blanket with good traction for the dog, and kind of hides the fact that there are little cupboards under there. So this is what I use from Goose Gear. So it helps that the Jeep has these really good tinted windows. It's hard to see anything inside. You can't really see much unless the light is just right. One of my favorite features is this shelf. It kind of keeps things up and off the bottom, so if you were looking in here, you can see that there's nothing in the bottom, but a lot of times I can store stuff up here. The camera bag can fit up there. But I typically leave my tripod in here, unless I'm going somewhere where I know I'm going to be leaving the car for a while. And I've got these two bags up in the corners. They're kind of hidden away from everything, so it kind of hides what could be on that shelf. So out of sight, out of mind. It's easy to keep stuff up here and not see it really easily when you're walking around the Jeep. Yeah, these little corner pouches are really cool. I can keep stuff in here. Got a saw, my fire extinguisher's in there, but they're up and out of the way, so they're a nice little feature. The shelf's really strong, and I really like having stuff up and above here, up where it's off the floor and people can't really see it easily. Well, friends, I think that's going to be just about it for today's video. If you got anything valuable from this, please like and subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for some more videos, and here's to hoping that you never have anything stolen from your vehicle ever when you're out on your photography trips or anywhere else for that matter. Thank you all, and have a great day. I think that's going to be just about it for this video. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Wow, I can't say subscribe. Well, friends, that's going to be it. Wow. Well, friends, that's going to be just about it for this video. Please like and subscribe. Wow.